Uganda. Well, that is Victor Kamenyo for you, and he has quite some important messages he wanted to pass on this Friday morning. Good morning, and thank you for joining us on this Good Morning Uganda Friday special. We are finally here, okay? If you haven't been happy for the rest of the week, honestly, today you could not afford to just wear a smile on your face. It wouldn't hurt, okay? And I mean, why not? We are getting into the weekend where we're expecting you to relax a little bit here and there. A lot has been happening, so yeah, you need to turn it down a little bit. My name is Philomena, and I am with the man himself, Felix Nkunda, who seemed to be very happy and excited after seeing what Kamenyo was doing and you know what he was trying to say. Good morning, Felix.
Trust me, Victor Kamenyo is one of those guys who have been quite persistent. But when you talk about Victor Kamenyo, his name, I think, is Victor Kamenyo, and he calls himself or something like that. You know, so you do wonder the kind of names artists do have when it comes to music. But nevertheless, it's Friday, as you did say earlier. It's a nice, beautiful day, and definitely, as you said, it's a good day for us to wear a bit of smiles and try to be happy, loosen up a bit. The weekend is here. Amidst the economy. The economy is always here.
The economy, it's always here. We have to find a way around it, Felix.
Absolutely.
Because if we're going to let it take its toll on us, my friend, this is going to be a sad country.
I know.
We don't want to find it in a place like that.
But happiness is something we must keep close to ourselves because it has its own benefits in terms of one, keeping people young, I'm told. I don't know how true it is.
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes. I totally agree with that.
So should we say people who keep smiling never grow old?
Never. Also, it makes you a pleasant person, Felix. You know, it's quite hard to approach somebody who is always gloomy, somebody who always they're always frowning. It makes it hard for you to approach this person. No one wants to be around you because somehow that energy is actually projected to the other person. So for those of us who love being happy, myself, Felix, and other people, I don't want to hang around a person like that on a Friday.
Absolutely.
Maybe on a Monday.
So what's special about Fridays?
Let me tell you, Friday is one of my favorite days.
Why?
Friday and Monday. Why? Because I know that I am leaving all the official business on Friday.
To go on unofficial business?
Semi-official. Semi-official. So I am expected to be official during the weekend, but I also turn it down a little bit. So there are certain things I can do during the weekend that I would ideally not do from Monday to Friday. Plus I have some time to myself to go interact or go sleep or go read a book or something. So yeah, Friday is a day worth celebrating and looking out for every single Monday. If I'm having a bad day during the week, Felix, my consolation is Friday is around the corner.
Funny thing is that the weekend also goes so fast. You wonder why it has to go so fast. Before you know it's Friday, the next thing you know is you're waking up on Monday, struggling to wake up on Monday.
Yes.
And then you keep on asking yourself, where is Saturday? Where is Saturday? Like, when Friday is done, Saturday is so fast.
The weekend flies by if you don't have money.
If you don't
Actually, when you have money. But you see, when you're a little bit broke, it drags. It drags Saturday. Everybody can attest to this, Felix. So
not the story of my life, so I cannot attest to that.
Yes.
I haven't felt it like that in a while, but I know that it's fast. You know, you do just 2 activities. You wake up and probably you dash into office a little bit, then you play a bit of soccer and then you know it's already 6 and you're like, okay.
Why?
And definitely Sunday, you know, it's all, but well, it's Friday for some of our viewers who have a couple of activities. The weekend is filled with a lot of things, lots of concerts, lots of activities. For some of you who love games, there's soccer.
Yes.
There's rugby. There is
basketball.
There is basketball, but what else is there? There's golf for some of us who love to do that as well.
That conversation we'll be having because I have interacted with very many people, actually very many Ugandans, and just like me, most of them do not understand the dynamics of golf. I have tried to educate myself and I'm still trying to do that.
And that is how it should be. I'm not even going to try and explain anything because the people who know the dynamics of golf, they deserve to know. When you get into that realm, you will see knowledge coming. You won't have to struggle to know. But if you're struggling to know about golf, clearly it's not your thing. Yeah. And no one is holding you accountable for that.
Felix.
Be happy with the Premier League, with the...
Yes, I'm really
with
happy. But it wouldn't hurt for you to know just a thing or two. I know how it operates, even if you don't pick so much interest in it. At least know the basics. Yeah.
For what? So you do what with them?
Maybe I could develop an interest in the long run. But anyway, Felix here would never agree with me on that. But a lot has been happening, Felix. But there is one sad occurrence that I would really want, just to talk about what happened yesterday. Now, you know that Makerere University has been trying to hold, their guild campaigns to make sure they get a new guild government. You see, that wouldn't be a bad thing. However, we lost a student who was stabbed in all the scuffle that was surrounding it. And very many questions I have in my head, Felix. Why did we have to start politicizing elections like this? Students' elections.
Every election is political. That's a matter of fact. Even when it comes to business or professional elections, yes, you find that there will be a political... And the political beat of every kind of election may present itself or manifest in different ways. Like it can manifest in terms of ethnicity, in terms of color, in terms of political lineage, just to mention but a few. But as a matter of fact, as long as there's an election, there must be an element of politicking. However, then the other question would be, we are trying to zero down to an academic institution. Are we looking at the core business of the institution is academics? And at the end of the day, the absence of the political need for someone to be admitted should be the very reason to eliminate politics in that kind of business. Because you will realize that this kind of politicking has no direct relationship between the core business or the core purpose as to why a student is in university.
Yes.
Then it is easy to eliminate politicking. I know very many universities where they don't do like this, they don't affiliate themselves with party politics.
Yes.
Very many. Very many. I remember in our time when we were at university, we were almost suspended because of trying to organize political events. Were almost suspended. Actually, a couple of our friends were suspended, and it cost them about 2 years to complete. They had to go to court and one. So I know that it's not a requirement for students to affiliate themselves in the academic line to any sort of political party. They can affiliate the same out of the academic environment, but
within the institution,
we can do it with it. I know the likes of the YMCAs of this world have done it. When you go to also Mukono, when you go to the Nkozis, they don't.
Yes.
They don't allow this kind of party politicking to get, So, but Makerere has always had this challenge, and it is not the first. Even you can, it goes back as early as 1991.
Yes.
So
it has become habitual.
It is their way.
We cannot do really quite much about it.
However, it has also yielded a bit of success. And no wonder, if you look on a spectrum of political leaders in this country, you find that at the most top of every political party, most of them, there's a leader who sprung from Makerere University.
Yes.
I remember when we used to do work with the Uganda Young Democrats, the UID, the youth branch of DP, the Bides of this world, the Mabikes of this world, the Segonas, all of them, they had come from Makerere. The Nobat Maos of this world, they came from Makerere. The late Jacob Olanya.
Yes.
Even all this, they came from Makerere. So it has its opportunities, and nevertheless, it has its shortcomings. If we want to keep it this way, I think we need to have better regulations and see how, sort of like now, we can imagine now there's murder. How do you deal with that?
How do you even explain it? How do you because it's coming in from a political point of view.
And secondly, even away from the university, if you want to take the angle of university aside, you want to look at individuals now.
Yeah.
Philomena, why would a student stab another student? Are we at war? So has politics become sort of like a war zone?
It's literally taking on, you know, we've heard people say politics is such a dirty game, and now we're seeing the dirt, which is being, yeah, really unfolding every single day, which is very, very sad. And I hope something can be done about it. We don't want such occurrences to go on and become progressive every single time. Well, a lot is happening, of course, on the news scene. If you missed some of the stories, if you've been busy the whole time, you know, Monday to Friday, listen, right now we're about to tell you what happened, at least what you missed in the bulletin yesterday, of course, both locally and internationally. There's a lot. Starting off with some of the local stories. You know, we look at what happened over there with Museveni and Tshisekedi. President Yoweri Kaguta has also received a special message from His Excellency Felix Tshisekedi Tshilombo, President of the Democratic Republic of Congo. The message was delivered by a Congolese delegation led by the Senior Minister of Works, Alexis Gisaro Muvunyi, at a State House in Entebbe. The delegation also included Major General Ntumba Frank Bwamuda, Special Presidential Advisor on Military Affairs, and Lieutenant Colonel Sira Obed Ruyumba, Chief of Staff in charge of operations. Addressing the Congolese delegation, President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni thanked President Tshisekedi for sending him a high-level delegation to talk about peace in Congo and the Great Lakes region at large.
Well, of course, still looking at local stories, we'll be looking at the Iyala candidates, and we see a section of NRM members have sued the National Resistance Movement. The NRM Electoral Commission Chairperson, Tango Doi, are challenging the Central Executive Committee decision of retaining the 6 NRM Iyala incumbents. Now, the aggrieved NRM Iyala aspirants say NRM SEC decision compromised their right and interest for the East African Legislative Assembly. Following the NRM Central Executive Committee decision to second the incumbent Iyala representatives to maintain their positions at East African Legislative Assembly, leaving out 126 aspirants on the 11th of July 2022.
Well, moving over to Nabanja, the COVID-19 task force has met to review the status reports and give guidance to the country on management of the pandemic. It recommended, among others, closure of the testing lab located at Entebbe International Airport. Prime Minister Robin Nabanja chaired the meeting which took place at the office of the Prime Minister in Kampala.
Now, the Minister of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, Matia Kasaija, has urged Ministry of Health and National Water and Sewage Corporation, among others, to ensure timely and speedy implementation of the projects to enable the countries realize the benefits. Now, while signing 2 grant agreements, that is of about 214.5 billion to the Ministry of Health and at least over 700,000 for the National Water and Sewage Corporation, Kasaija said these projects should be completed within 2 or 3 years.
Looking at what is happening at the Ministry of Gender, well, the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, in partnership with the international labour organizations, have come up with apprenticeship program aimed at equipping youths with skills in various disciplines of work. The program was piloted in 2 refugee settlements but will be later taken to the whole country. Now, at least 95 refugees from Nachi Valley and Rhino settlements have benefited from the newly inaugurated program by the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development. The program looks at 4 trends for training, which include food production, front office, food and beverage service, and housekeeping. Nkonge Richard, one of the project implementers, is hopeful that after this training, apprentices will have acquired enough skills to apply in the job market. Nkonge says that there was no specific criteria used in selecting on who to take on what course, but rather one's willingness to learn was the basis. Apprenticeship trainings, to differ from other trainings, provide more hands-on skilling because one spends most of the time in the field. Interference by COVID-19 and inadequate funding are some of the challenges faced in implementing of the program. Well, crossing over to the international scene, Italian Prime Minister Mario Draghi has tendered his resignation after populist coalition partner Five Star withdrew its support in a confidence vote. The former head of the European Central Bank has led a unity government since February 2021. In a statement, he said the pact of trust that had sustained the unity government had gone. However, the president refused to accept his resignation. President Sergio Mattarella appointed Mr. Draghi to lead Italy's post-COVID pandemic recovery and save the country from endemic instability. He has now called on Mr. Draghi to address Parliament to provide a clear picture of the political situation. The effect of President Mattarella's intervention is not entirely clear. Mr. Draghi is expected to go to Parliament next Wednesday and with sufficient backing could remain in office. The extraordinary developments in Rome capped a day of drama triggered when five-star leader Giuseppe Conte refused to back the government's £19.5 billion package of economic aid for families and businesses, arguing that Mr. Draghi was not doing enough to tackle the cost of living crisis. And tragedy seems to have hit the Trump house. Ivana Trump, Donald Trump's first wife and the mother of three of his children, has died at an age of 73 years. She was a wonderful, beautiful and amazing woman who led a great and inspirational life. Mr. Trump posted on his social media platform, Truth Social. Ms. Trump, who was born in what is now the Czech Republic, married the former president back in 1977. They divorced 15 years later in 1992. They had three children together, Donald Jr., Ivanka and Eric Trump. Police believe the cause of death may be accidental, according to the Associated Press. Ex-Gambia spy chief has been sentenced to death. Now, a judge in the Gambia has sentenced to death the country's former intelligence chief Yankuba Badije and 4 other security agents for the killing in 2016 of a political activist in the final days of brutal rule under former President Yahya Jammeh. The activist, Ebrima Solo Sendeng, a leading figure in the opposition United Democratic Party, had been arrested during anti-government protests. He died in prison 2 days later, having been beaten and tortured. His death galvanized the wave of popular anger that eventually led to the ousting of President Jammeh after 22 years in power. Mr. Jammeh fled in 2017 to Equatorial Guinea, where he remains in exile. Well, I don't know. Spying has always been a very hard responsibility to take on. Very, exactly. very hard. And for those who have the hearts to do it, could be good for the country. But you know, those jobs that just have a lot of what do they call them? They come with a lot of complications. You have to be of certain mind and have a certain kind of heart for you to take on a responsibility like that. So when we see things like this happening, I think it was expected. Well, there is a lot still happening yet to come. We'll be having some special guests for you later on, of course, as Good Morning Uganda Friday special goes on all the way. We are streaming live, so make sure you don't miss out on all these details. And again, I will be taking you with the man himself here, Felix Nkunda, all the way till 9 a.m. We just want to help you usher in the weekend. That is why we are here, definitely, of course, giving you the information that you deserve as well. Be part of us as well on our socials. Twitter, the hashtag is UBCGMU. Catch up and see what we're talking about, what we are doing in the moment. We'll be back after this break with more conversations.
This is Good Morning Uganda. This is Good Morning Uganda.
It's Freaky Friday from Airtel. Buy or gift. Buy or give.
Get freaky too! Dial *149*10# to load a Freaky Friday bundle for you to enjoy the best offers on voice and data.
To buy a bundle for friends and family, dial *149*10*5#. Freaky Friday with Airtel. Buy or gift a bundle today. Dial *149*10# to get started. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Ladies and gentlemen, the biggest party of 2022 is here! UBC West MP Kahona launches its Mbarara station on Goat Road in Mbarara City with your favorite entertainer, Timburecha UBC West on 23rd July 2022 at Mbarara University Inn. People of Ankole, Chisoro, Kigezi, Horo, Bunyoro, Rwenzori and all parts of Uganda. Do not miss your cocktail of fun with UBC West presenters, listeners and supporters. Come, be part of the 2022 biggest party in the land. With top artists, comedians, cultural dancers and ODs, women cyclists in the cycling competition, sports activities and many more from Western and Central Uganda at only 10,000 shillings. Don't miss the annual crowd puller of UBC West MP Kahona, and that is Etitimbure Reikunga. Proudly powered by Pepsi Cola, Delight Solar, and UBC.
For sponsorship and partnership, call 0700-236-415 or 0782-265-827. UBC, inspiring Uganda.
Every waking day is a reminder just how beautiful this, our land, truly is. The kind of beauty that you can only find here, in the lush green all around us and the wondrous sights within. It's in the distinct aroma of our cooking, to the taste of food that takes you on a journey, in the sound of homecoming and the sound of Mother Earth. In the magnificence we find on our travels and the exciting moments we experience. Ours is the kind of beauty that comes in all things big and small. All we have to do is awaken our senses and truly enjoy what's uniquely ours. Explore Uganda, the Pearl of Africa.
It's Freaky Friday from Airtel. Buy or gift. Buy or give.
Get freaky too! Dial *149*10# to load a Freaky Friday bundle for you to enjoy the best offers on voice and data.
To buy a bundle for friends and family, dial *149*10*5#. Freaky Friday with Airtel. Buy or gift a bundle today. Dial *149*10# to get started. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Success.
Affordable packages, great entertainment,
Sports, the local content, telenovela, the movies.
there is something for everybody.
Go TV, this is where great stories live.
Get the best entertainment for any budget. With GoTV, you will have great entertainment for as little as 13,000 Ugandan shillings per month. GoTV, great stories, Zidiwano. GoTV Uganda, love it.
The Tales of Kasozi, brought to you by Uganda Communications Commission.
Hello?
This is Kasozi. How can I help you?
Hey,
Kaso's my brother. Long time. We last met when we were at campus. It's been a while, but you are the person I'm looking for.
Campus? Really?
Hey! You don't remember me?
Okay, so how can I help you?
I'm stuck in Gulu making millions and I need to urgently send money to my sick mother. But I can't find any mobile money agent near me. I've sent the money to your phone, as you can see the message. It might take a few minutes to come through, but I urgently need you to send the money to my mother. Let me send you her number and you send it to her chap.
My friend, I'm afraid your mom is going to die.
What?
Because I don't know you, I never went to campus, and I'm also in Gulu. So can we meet at CPS, we talk about it?
Stay tuned for what Kasozi does next.
Tofera. Refrain from unnecessary engagement with strangers over the phone. This message is powered by the Uganda Communications Commission.
When you talk about our motherland Uganda, the pearl of Africa, you cannot fail to smile. Because of the smile